Faded, the sports podcast that you didn't know you needed. Our views and opinions may be a little unconventional. The host may be a little high and maybe a little tipsy. The following opinions and views have nothing to do with the 989 Network or its affiliates. Other than that, sit back, grab a drink, roll up a fatty, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Crossfaded Sports. I am your host, Bucket Hazak, here with Faney and Connor the Condor. And today we got a little short, sweet update. We got some Detroit Lions news, boys.
Wait. Before we do this, you shut up. Congratulations on getting engaged, buddy.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats. Is there a woo button on there or no?
There's a don't tell your wife.
That's all right. That's good. Crack a beer. Shout out.
There we go.
Anna was super happy you got to kind of break the news. We didn't, Connor wasn't here earlier, but figured we just got to throw that back out there. We're super happy. Even got to tell some of our gamer buddies, you know what I mean? Because you were out and they were like, what's Zach doing? I was like, oh, he's going to propose to Anna, his girlfriend, this week. And they're like, oh, that's super cool. So congratulations, brother, again. Glad to see it. Anna's fucking awesome. We're going to take her to meet Jensen and Jared one day. And she'll probably faint in person.
Natural freak.
Maybe I could see one of them tards after Banny tells them like on a Wednesday or Thursday night, they like go on Facebook and say congrats to you like early Friday morning or some shit. Anna's like, what's that for?
Dude, I literally had that thought because I wanted to comment congratulations, but I was like, oh, you can't do that until Zach does the thing. And I literally had that thought all weekend. And then one of my coworkers got engaged too over the weekend. I worked there on Tuesday, and I was like, yeah, my friend got engaged on Saturday night. She's like, oh, me too. And I was like, yeah, I saw it. It's like crazy, right? She's like,
That is hilarious. But yeah, no, it's extremely exciting. It was a good weekend. We spent it up north. Happy. She said yes. So
did you bring both the giant dog?
Of course we did. They were up there. They had a blast.
Get it right.
Yeah. They actually drove us up there. We rode up there like Amish folks. No, it was a great weekend. But yeah, that's the fun part. She said yes. So on to the planning part, the craziness.
Yeah, I was like, and I love her first reaction because she said yes, and then she said, "Can I touch the ring?" And you were like, "Yeah." Yeah,
put it on.
I gotta put it on your finger. You're gonna touch it.
One big question: did that patio or whatever? I guess what I'm trying to say, did it have cracks in that floor right there where you proposed to her?
Because it's like slated wood.
Yeah, was there crack? Did you ever get sketched of like dropping?
Oh no, I wasn't worried about dropping it, but she would because she was shaking. So it was crazy.
Well, and I'm sure you already had her size and everything. So did the ring fit good?
Oh yeah, no, we went out shopping beforehand, so
right. So she already had her exact size and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't making the wrong choice on that. That's an expensive mistake, right there.
Damn right. You're damn right.
No, so yeah, no, we went out looking and we found her size. So yeah, I knew what to get and. Yeah, fit perfect, but it was a little slippery too, so she was worried about like throwing it off or dropping it.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, luckily there's another deck below, so
okay.
Odds that it falls through both decks are pretty slim. But after the exciting news, we'll get right to it. The Detroit Lions news, boys. So it's kind of an actual NFL news update, but it hit local here. A Detroit Lions superfan, Paul Jan, and sorry if I say this last name wrong, Borzalewski, or at polka.boys_lions, who is a 25-year season ticket holder for the Detroit Lions. He has had his tickets revoked from the club. He has had 8 tickets in the corner end zone of row 16, in which he would sell on occasion, actually pretty damn often, in order to upgrade to front row seats for himself. And then Paul, he's been a lifelong Lions fan, 25 years, season ticket holder. He was a fan from Sterling Heights and now lives in Philadelphia, attending games in Detroit as well as traveling to many of the road games. And at most the road games, obviously coming at a major cost, he spent upwards of $55,000 in hotel rooms, food, drink, yada yada, tickets, all that crap. And that's what he used to sell the tickets for, to try to off pay. And he recognizes by selling the tickets that he's at wrong, you know. But the NFL is starting to really crack down on this, and we're seeing it in multiple organizations like the Green Bay Packers and many more. But a super fan of 25 years now can't go to the games. He's being kicked out of the games and like banned from the stadium.
This is a really, and this could be more than a, you said this might be a quick 10-minute off small clip here. And I think we're all going to easily say that this is a huge issue. And I know Woodward Sports has talked about it a little bit. I'm guessing they mentioned this specific story.
I have not heard it from them yet.
I've heard them talk about the tickets and like some of the resale value. And so,
well, for example,
without getting too crazy into it, if you're selling your tickets too much in most home stadiums, whether it be the Lions, the Packers, the Eagles, the NFL teams are trying to punish you by taking away your ability, and because there's all these people on waiting lists. And I understand their logic. I do. But there are some people that are being hurt by this, and I've heard some underhanded practices being upheld by even the Lions, even though, we're super gung-ho. This is going to get super convoluted because I don't have all the information. But, Sheila Ford Hamp is doing a lot of great things with ownership. And then this ticket thing, though, seems to be something that has kind of fallen by the wayside when you're putting all this production and faith in the team and the coaches and the players. You've kind of lost faith in the fans, I think, is the sentiment.
Yeah, you gotta have some money to go to a game, and it's not cheap anymore. But the big thing is like the Green Bay Packers. So they have announced that if they season ticket holders who sell 100% of their tickets are instantly getting revoked. 80% gets reviewed, and then they're going further with diving into some season ticket holders even who are just like giving it out to other members to use. And because they're a huge destination coming in. So like there's been a lot of scrutiny, and then they even went as far as to also raise season ticket prices at the same time over there in Green Bay. And so there's a lot going around Green Bay of this, but it's still hitting the NFL heavy with this season ticket.
Well, and Detroit's done the same thing. We up the prices of all the tickets, the season ticket holders, and now we're on a long ass wait list. All the ticket prices going up. The resale value of the tickets for the playoff game were astronomical. One of the highest it's been in years,
literally,
for a divisional playoff game. And that's just so unfair to the fans. And I went to a game. We do have one of the lowest beer prices in the league. Confirmed.
I think we have the lowest.
Yeah, we might have the lowest. And they do a cool, if you get to the game like an hour and a half or 2 hours early, because they open the gates that early, and there's like a 2-hour period where you can get like $5 beers. You know what I mean? Which is way lower. And then it only goes up to like $8 versus I've definitely paid, $12, $13 for a beer on an event before.
Yep.
And I mean, that's all well and good.
It's a different price outside. That's for
when
sure.
You're hurting season ticket holders who have been doing this for a long time, and then they're using that money to help
Cincinnati, Cleveland, then Detroit, and lowest beer pricing.
There you go. See, we're in the top 5, and that's a good thing. But like you said, we're discriminating and hurting our true fans. And when a fan is using their season tickets to help other fans and then use that money to go and support the team in other ways, that just seems silly, and short-sighted. And I understand they're trying to capitalize on our fame. We might be the most talked about team in the league pretty much right now.
But even as a way just to travel to away games, that's kind of genius.
Oh yeah,
you the big,
better than Robin Banks.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I guess
he played a good game
part,
with doing that.
He did say he had been approached by the organization during the times that it was bad, and made it clear that like they knew it was not all right, but they also said that that it's bringing people in, so they didn't mind it. But now that it's like higher market value, that it's a problem, they're kicking them out. So that's kind of the issue for me too, is that they're, you know,
They were okay with it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's not okay. They should have given him like a warning. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
it
yeah,
sounds
that's
like
what
he
my-
maybe did get a warning.
so like in reality, in the bad times, he probably wasn't making the money to travel to away games, but in recent times, getting the money to travel to away games just for selling some tickets, hell yeah, that's what I would be doing. You kidding me?
Especially
Right.
if I'm living in Philly.
Yeah.
What was it? 6 tickets?
8.
8. So 8 tickets. So you sell 4 or 6 tickets. You can keep 2 tickets if you really want to go to the game.
But he often used the money to upgrade to front row tickets.
Right. So then you upgrade and you get a ticket in the front row somewhere, and then you also put some money away to go to Tampa Bay and then you're a Detroit fan in Tampa Bay Stadium. That's kind of a win-win for Detroit fans as long as you're selling the tickets at reasonable prices. If the Detroit, this is where it gets shitty, right?
Yeah.
If the Lions are going to now take his tickets from him, then sell them at a higher price, and then penalize anybody for reselling them at any way, shape, or form. That's not cool because it sounds like this guy was doubly supporting the team. And I'm sure most of the people he sold the tickets to were probably Lions fans. I guarantee you that his friends and family got first dibs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Well, and another big thing is, I mean, I get penalize them, have them not be able to do this anymore, but letting them be, never allowed back in or never able to go to a game at Lion State or at Ford Field is too far, because if this is hurting the NFL in
Well, I
some
guess
way,
let me
shape,
clarify. It does say in 2025. We probably won't see him at a game in 2025.
so maybe
so
they'll suspend him for a year or something like that.
I'm glad you corrected him, but I just want to clarify out loud because in my head, what Connor was saying was ridiculous because I didn't think he was banned from games. But you're saying that there's a potential that his tickets were taken away of and he wasn't allowed to purchase more tickets.
That by the sound of it, that he wasn't allowed back for at least the way they're saying it for this season. Maybe they might have went season.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's a whole other level. I thought they just revoked his tickets, but to not even allow him to purchase, that's crazy. So Connor, you continue. I didn't even realize, that makes me more mad.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so stupid, because even if somehow this negatively affects this $1 billion organization, then that was an eye-opener for you, for it to not happen to not only you but every other franchise in the NFL. Boom, that's a wake-up call. You guys should be fucking thanking him, not suspending him for a year and not being able to go to these games. He just saved you X amount of money. If it is taking from you and or not, which I don't see it, then boom, he helped you out in a way. So, I mean, yeah, don't congratulate him, but don't suspend him and not let him come in, enjoy the games, and spend money and be the fan that he is.
I think they're walking a very dangerous line. There is a very dangerous line here. We are on the precipice of real change. We have already become, the quote unquote talk of the town. You can call us the NFL darlings if you want to give us a tag. Everyone wanted to root for the piss poor Lions. All of a sudden, Dan Campbell, the crazy biting kneecaps guy, it looks like a coach of the year candidate. I don't understand how Kevin O'Connell got coach of the year when our team was pretty much all on IR. That's a different conversation for another day. But you know what I mean? The fact that you are possibly alienating any of our fans when you've stuck by the staff and this team, and now you're forgetting the fans that were there to support them. It really gets me upset. It gets me mad.
Yeah.
And I hope that enough of social media can get to like Sheila Ford Hamp and like the people in charge, because it just doesn't seem like the right thing. That doesn't seem like the things that they have been doing with the football team doesn't seem like they would be doing this with the public. The people who have been here when we were bad. You know what I mean? Like, why are we doing this to good people?
And it just sucks because, like, as diehard fans, we'd never be able to get into a game with what's going on right now. And even the stories coming out about fans having to sell a game worn signed jersey of a Matt Stafford just to go to a playoff game.
Oh yeah, because the average ticket price was just as much. Like it was like 800, 850.
Oh, crazy like
Something
that.
nuts,
And maybe even more. But
shout out to my mom.
just to
We went
take
to
his
the
son to the
Thanksgiving game, and it was like $480 per person for the Thanksgiving. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? So they're talking double that.
Yeah.
And that's like an icon for Detroit.
well, this dude signed. It was either a signed jersey or a game worn jersey, and had sold it just to take his son to the game, and it became national news. And Matt Stafford ended up sending him another signed jersey.
That's fucking dope, and Matt Stafford.
Yeah. But it's still just ridiculous that, like, these as you said, the fans who are around for 16, all the bad years, the Matt Patricia era. Like, I went to a fucking game when Matt Patricia was the coach against the Vikings and watched us get our ass kicked by Case Keenum.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I got lucky. The first and only Lions game I went to for most of my life was against the Houston Texans when they were an expansion team in like 2003, 2002. We happened to win that game, and we went 3-13 that year.
So yeah, we'll see. I mean, God, as you said, it's a thin line to walk.
And at least, like you said, the gentleman said, "Hey, maybe I shouldn't have been selling my tickets so much," and that makes sense. Like, is just to play a little bit of the devil's advocate. If we all had tickets, season tickets, and even though we're all broke and poor, but if one of us had the ability to have season tickets and we kind of split it, we would all make sure we take turns. Like, hey man, I got to work this weekend, but you're going to the game. You take whoever, but you're taking our tickets because we can't lose them, because we're, that blue collar world and stuff. So I get it a little bit.
And if
I just don't think that the Lions are using that power to benefit another blue collar person because they're upping the prices so much.
It's, you know what? Here's what we got to do. There's got to be either like a quiz or a selection committee for season tickets, and you got to go through like a video call or some type of, you got to answer questions. You got to prove you're a fan, not some of these, not some of these other people. You got to get on there and really get it. Get to it.
Yeah, get in there real good.
Could you imagine like St. Brown, and Jameer Gibbs and Goff
being the people who interviewed?
Yeah, they watch the interview videos. Like they're like, hey, listen, it's part of your contract, but you guys are going to help establish the guys who deserve to be number one on the list for season ticket holders. And they watch their
with the fanny with his blue hair screaming into the mic. We'll do anything for Dan Campbell. It's like, let me hear everyone. Give me a brother. Oh, dude, that's what we got to do, though. That's the best way, as you said.
I agree.
They could somehow select the best fans to be there.
And then the best top 100 get free season ticket. I wish.
That would be awesome. Could you imagine? And they could use the videos. Could you imagine? It would pay for itself right then and there with just the amount of advertisement they could use from the different videos.
Oh yeah,
100%.
We need to be hired by the Lions organization right now.
Damn right.
They
will move to Detroit.
So much media advertising from us alone.
Exactly. We will move to Detroit. And one thing though is we would also like to be the guys that get to hype up the crowd or do some type of music control.
We're gonna get Equanimous St. Brown on the Lions here, so that way you can block.
Yeah, I know. We got to be like the crowd crew. All right, that's what we're gonna have to be. We got to be the guys that really hype up the crowd, the super fans.
Can I be the guy that was doing the flag thing that got in a fight with the coach? Was that Kevin O'Connell?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No. It was the Packers coach.
Yeah, it was the Packers coach.
Flynn or
LaFleur. But
Matt Flynn was the former Packers backup.
That's what we gotta be. We gotta be the crowd hype. So we'll get down to that.
Down business to defeat the Huns. Disney will sue us right quick. We can't keep singing that one. No, definitely not.
They're listening to us through our phone.
To Crossfaded Sports from the 989.network. You can bet we got the pods because I am in Benny.
Nope, he just ruined it.
No, I didn't.
He just ruins it. He'll let you get the spotlight and you ruin it.
Yeah.
God, who invited him?
I'm not a great singer. I never did karaoke.
Fucking hate you, Benny. Everybody love everybody.
That was aggressive and mean. That was really mean and hurtful. I don't like the way he did that at all. He looked at me like I was an asshole when I do that, and I'm trying to be nice and tell everybody love everybody. He looked at me aggressively like, everybody love everybody. Like I'm a fucking piece of shit for saying that. I don't know. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm really hurt.
And he's gonna quit.
You suck. Yeah.
Oh, this fucking 20-minute experiment has gone off the rails.
Yep.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Crossfaded Sports. As always, get all your podcast needs from the 989.network. Buggerhead Zach, Down to the Condor, Banny with the Fanny, aka Papa Smurf. And as always, everybody love everybody.
Yelly.
There. We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. We like sports and we don't care who knows. Football.